Okay.
Can I add something? You say what I agree, men and women are not the same.
Yeah.
So maybe some of us may not be completely rational or not rational, but completely logical or critical thinking. But
I think that's been self-explanatory.
I think a lot of men are not very emotionally intelligent, and that's something that women actually have.
Define emotional intelligence.
You know, like in tune with people's empathy, you know, and for example, like I think an emotionally intelligent person wouldn't say some offensive stuff to women, say like she's a hoe or something.
I think honestly, if I'm going to be all the way honest, and it's kind of been proven during the course of this podcast,
Please be honest.
I think women lack empathy.
Really?
I have a question. Are you insecure at all?
Oh, fantastic. So
misogyny.
This is like literally like boom, like right out the script. How is stating uncomfortable truths and facts between the two genders insecure?
What?
I don't know. I should just ask.
So you asked the question, you didn't even.
I asked you if you were
answered your question.
insecure. Okay, that was the end of my question.
You're answering a question with another question though.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get her to think here. How is what? Well, you know what? I'll answer your thing in a second here. Back to you with the empathy. I think women lack empathy, and this conversation has kind of proven that throughout the thing.
And why do you think women lack empathy nowadays?
Okay. Well, define empathy real fast for me.
Empathy is the ability to feel for other people and, you know, relate to others.
Okay. So during the course of this conversation, I've expressed to you guys the male situation with how we view women, what we want, etc. And instead of saying, you know what, that's right, that makes sense. I see your perspective. It's, well, it shouldn't be that way. I disagree. Yeah. I'm a woman, and I think men should want that. That is one of the biggest examples of a lack of empathy. I think women have sympathy, which means they can feel sorry for you and kind of see that perspective. But empathy is the ability to put yourself in the shoes of the individual that's talking about a situation. And what I've realized through this conversation, which a lot of women, is they lack empathy. They're not able to put themselves in a male perspective and understand the male experience because women live a very different life than men do.
I understand.
Which is fine. I'm not knocking that.
Yeah,
but here's the difference between men and women. Men have to have empathy to understand women to be attractive, because if I'm going to take a girl on a date and get laid, I know that I got to smell good, have my shit together, carry a conversation, take her somewhere fairly nice, have my apartment nice and clean when we come back. I need to make her feel comfortable. I need to make her feel safe. So I have to understand women to get them. But women, on the other hand, just show up. They don't have to understand men. Yep. Which during the course of this conversation has been pretty well proven that a lot of you guys don't necessarily understand men.
I think So
I think women lack empathy.
What you're describing as our lack of empathy is our opinion, which is not always the same as yours. Just because we have different opinions doesn't mean we're lack of empathetic for you. You know, if something really bad happened to you, regardless of our different opinions, I would feel sorry.
Who hurt you, Myron?
Emotional damage.
If I state an objective fact about how men typically tend to think when it comes to women, and then you go ahead and you respond and say, well, it shouldn't be that way, or I disagree because I'm a woman, that is by definition a lack of empathy.
I think that's just an opinion. That doesn't define empathy to me.
We just illustrated that empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their experience. And during this conversation, it's been proven that you haven't been able to do that.
No, I can understand you and feel you and totally validate your opinion. But just because we have different opinion doesn't mean that we lack empathy.
It's an objective fact. The things that I've said have been pretty factual.
Factual to you. That's your opinion. That doesn't mean it's fact.
Do you know the difference between a fact and an opinion?
Absolutely.
Tell me what a fact is.
Fact is something that's proven. Opinion is something that you think about uniquely.
All right, so what's an opinion that I've stated?
An opinion that you stated is, for example, that women shouldn't go to the club because that makes them low value, whereas some other man that doesn't have the same background that you have, the same values that you have as a man, may think differently, may think, oh no, it's totally okay for her to have a girls' night.
I said that most men, if asked honestly, would not like it if their girl went to the nightclub.
Yeah.
If I lined up 100 dudes and I said, hey bro, your girl can either stay home with you or go to the nightclub, most guys would elect to have the woman stay at home.
Sure, but I can empathize with you and be like, oh, sure, honey, like, I totally get it that you're feeling insecure about this.
So, okay, so what about that was an opinion? That was just a fact what I said. Most men would prefer their girl stay at home.
Is that
How's
proven?
That an opinion?
Where's the statistics showing me that?
Do I need statistics to tell you that the sky's blue?
I mean, if you're telling me that's a fact, that most men don't like their women out, where's the statistics? Where's the actual facts I need like
You
scientific
do realize
proof.
that sometimes, like, do you need a study to tell you 1 + 1 is 2? 2?
Yeah, because otherwise,
Incredible.
mathematics,
Incredible.
they're actually like scientific.
I mean, can
Incredible.
we ask the chat? Like,
I think we
could
should
ask the
definitely
chat.
ask the chat.
We got how many? 20,000 plus watching?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and throw up the Rumble chat too, just so they can see, because we're live on everything. Guys, give us a 1 in the chat if you would prefer your girl to stay at home, or give us a 2 in the chat if you prefer her to go to the club. Let's see.
All right, let's see.
Because this is incredible here. Let's see.
I already know what's gonna happen, honestly.
I mean,
We got 20,000 plus guys watching. Let's see. A bunch of ones on this side
see
and
ones.
a bunch of ones on that
Yep.
side.
What's
But
one mean?
And these are men from all over the world.
This is a biased pool. I mean,
I
you're
don't know
asking
what
people
one
who are
means.
watching you
I
because they
mean-
admire your opinion. They
Yeah,
admire
number
your
one.
And most
Yeah.
of the
We have a lot of
men
haters.
that think
That is a
the
lot.
way
we
that
have
you
a
feel.
lot of haters.
No,
Yeah, but they're not
really, the
watching your stream.
majority is
Watch
people
us.
that
I believe
actually
it.
enjoy
I believe it.
They
your
watch our shit.
point of view.
They
No,
watch.
but I mean, these people that are watching you, they know what they're coming to watch. I mean, they know your ideas on these things. They come here because they agree with you. So asking a biased pool is not exactly scientific method.
It's not a
of
biased poll. You're
getting
actually
at-
asking a poll where guys can be honest, because men can't tell women the truth because they have frustrating conversations like we're having now where women don't want to accept the truth.
But
This
they
is not
watch you
frustrating,
because
it's
they agree
entertaining.
with you. They don't watch you.
I'm
because
actually not
they're-
frustrated at
they're
all.
disagreeing. Do you think
I'm
Are
having
you
a great
frustrated,
time.
No, we're fine, but like guys who aren't getting laid are frustrated.
Are you guys frustrated?
Yes, they
Yes, because they aren't getting laid.
Because
you
they're
know what I'm saying?
focusing too much on getting laid. Why don't they get fulfilled in other activities?
and
Like scuba diving.
I think I've proven my empathy thing. Okay, now your question is something about insecurity.